You know, it's gonna be an emotional type of thing for me because um it happens so many times. Sometimes we see people commit suicide just because of a person. We see people destroy themselves, destroy their lives just by just because they are being overlooked. Just overlooked by certain people, that they thought that cared about them. You know, we see all these people killing each other and people committing suicide because of people that don't really care about you. It's sad. You know, sometimes it bothers people for being overlooked. A lot of people be overlooked by some people in different situations. Even at your job, you worked as hard as you can. You worked your tail off to get where you are, but you be overlooked by people who just look at other people that hasn't done a thing in the world, or you are in a relationship, or you have a friendship, and you know that person cares for you, has been there for you for the longest, and has done nothing but have that person's back. Had done nothing but had their back from the very beginning. But yet, instead of seeing how much they love you, they overlook you for somebody that's no good. So many times we have seen this. We've seen it too much. But I'm just here to tell you that just because you are overlooked doesn't mean that you won't be rewarded. A lot of people have been overlooked. We go back to David and Goliath. You know, David was small, short, and all he had was a slingshot. And then you had big giant Goliath. During that time, people overlooked David. They looked at him. They like, oh, he's too short. What can he possibly do? And yet, he had slayed Goliath and he killed him. So just because you're overlooked doesn't mean that you should feel sorry for yourself. That doesn't mean you should go into a deep depression. It doesn't mean you should go into, depression or suicidal thoughts. You shouldn't go into that. Because some things were not meant for you. That just means something is better out there for you. Just because you're overlooked does not mean you're overlooked by God. See, being overlooked is just another word that the enemy wants to use just to just to make you feel depressed, just to make you put a bullet in your head, just to make you hang yourself, just to make you do all these suicidal thoughts, just to make you just destroy yourself. He wants you to die so you can lose. He wants you to see what he is conjuring up so you can lose. But I'm here to tell you, just for the day, I'm here to tell you right now, is that you are already winning. It does not matter if you are overlooked by the person that thought that was going to be there for you. It does not matter if a person overlooks you just because you thought you was going to get promoted. People will overlook you. That's why we don't put our trust in people. We put our trust in God. That's what we do. We are overlooked so many times. That's what we call outcasts. We are called outcasts strictly because we are different from everybody else. That's why we get overlooked. But we are not overlooked by God because He already knows what we are going through. We already know the circumstances that we are going through. He already knows the pain that we are suffering. He already knows what we are going through when it comes to people, when it comes to the jobs, when it comes to life in general. He understands. But what you need to understand is that settling for a depression stage, settling for suicidal thoughts, settling for stuff that you know is not you, is the wrong way to go. That is the devil trying to lead you to the wrong road because you are being overlooked just by certain people. Being overlooked is not a bad thing. You are never overlooked by God because God has already been mixing up in His bowl of success, and He already knows what's right for you. He already knows that your victory is coming soon. He's already got a plan set up for you. But you got to look into your eyes, you got to look in your mind, you got to look in your heart, your soul, and understand that He has something better for you. That's where your faith comes into play. But if your faith is weak, then you will easily be consumed by the devil's tricks, and you will start to go in these depressions, start being alcoholic, start smoking your life away, start drinking your life away. You will start to kill yourself inside. And that's what we cannot settle for. We can never settle for depression. We can never settle for suicidal thoughts. We can never settle for being bitter. Just because that job is not giving you a promotion does not mean that God does not have something better for you. Always stay positive. Just because a girl don't love you the way you love them, that doesn't mean that there's nobody else gonna be better out there for you. God has someone better for you. You just gotta trust Him. That's all you gotta do. It hurts me to see these people go into the depression state, wasting their life away. We cannot continue to do this to ourselves. And the people that want to hurt you, just forgive them. For they know not what they do. They should be ashamed of themselves for what they've done, but they won't see it. But the battle is not yours. It's God's alone. So let God handle it and make them see. So my message is, just because you are overlooked does not mean your reward is not coming. It just means your reward is coming closer than you think. Your breakthrough is coming. Success is on your way. Victory is coming shortly. You are not overlooked by God. Your purpose is coming. Don't settle for nothing less. Do not kill yourself. Do not destroy yourself. Live. Live for God. Have faith. Have hope. Have trust. And have love. Don't let this heart go cold. Don't let your heart go cold. Don't worry about getting overlooked. Because God sees you.